What is good, Boom Bap Nation? It's the historian here for yet another album review. This particular review is going to be on the latest project from an MC that I've been listening to for a while now. Had a couple of different names, has some name changes, but did a few reviews, I believe, last year, maybe the year before. But yeah, this is the latest project from the Soloist with production from a Dusty Cinema entitled Let the Dead Bury the Dead, released on 6/24/26. If you've watched the channel, you would see that I've put some high praise onto some of the last projects that Soloist put out, particularly Soloist and Dusty Cinema. They have a really dope chemistry, and when these two get together, they put out some really solid projects. What stands out to me, besides the production, is the Soloist is more than a formidable MC. Just really dope. If there's any drawback, I think generally, he does put out some pretty lengthy albums. This one's 21 tracks. I did purchase it through iTunes. Not iTunes. I'm sorry, he's not on iTunes for the. I do think there's some earlier projects that may be available on iTunes, but I picked this up through Bandcamp. So I'm going to go ahead and link the Bandcamp page in here so you can go to his website. But what he does that's very interesting, though, is sometimes he'll put out projects and over time they'll just kind of disappear from a Bandcamp page. But there are a few on there. And you will see Let the Dead Bury the Dead, The Soloist, and Dusty Cinema. Soloist, of course, is out of New Jersey, and like I said, if you've watched the channel, you would see some reviews that I've done. But I think as of late, I think for the most part, a lot of his projects are currently up on his website there on Bandcamp. So let's get right into it because there is a lot of tracks, but what's interesting too, I shouldn't say what's interesting, it sounds kind of weird, but he pretty much goes at albums by himself with Cinema. So there's no features on here. So and I can say that over the 21 tracks, I have a few that I find a little bit, I don't want to say better, but there's some that I like a lot more than others. But let's just get right into it because, like I said, there's 21 tracks. So it starts off with the answer intro. Track 2, Bleeding Wounds. 3 is Renaissance Painting. 4 is What Matters Most. 5 is The Quest. 6, Chestnut Checkers. 7, Ice Tundra. 8, These Things. 9, Cold Hearted. 10 is Imagine It. 11, In the Shadows. 12 is Paranoia. Death Night. 13, Polar Bear Club. 14, Mysteries. 15, God Given. 16, Fool Me Once. 17, When It All Seems Dark. 18, Face Death. 19, Drowning. Track 20 is 200 Paintings. And track 21 is Slim Reaper. So some of my standout tracks for me would be What Matters Most, Chestnut Checkers, Cold Hearted, Imagine It, and In the Shadows are some of the standout tracks for me. I think this is a solid album. Again, I really dig the production. Soloist is a very dope MC, and he just weaves so effortlessly through the production style that Cinema drops, which is, for the most part, it's a dark backdrop. Not quite in the horrorcore realm, but definitely has a more eerie tone to some of his projects, and you definitely get that with a Dusty Cinema. So I thought this was a solid project. Am I going to put up there with some of the previous ones? I would not put it above it. But it's definitely a solid project. So, The Soloist and Dusty Cinema, Let the Dead Bury the Dead, 6/24/26. My overall rating for this album is 3.5 mics. So, again, I'm going to link the Bandcamp page. You can go there and check out all of his music. There's a stuff on there for dollar amounts. There's stuff on there for free downloads. Name your own price. And it's all there, so you have an opportunity to check it out. All right, so with that, stay tuned. More album reviews coming your way.